All right, let's dive into ViTrox's V1 software suite.
Okay.
Specifically, we'll be focusing on the Visualize segment. V1 is a powerful AI tool,
Mm-hmm.
really helps manufacturers boost their efficiency,
Right.
cut down on waste, and tackle those production challenges.
Yeah, it's like having a virtual assistant, one that's totally dedicated to
Exactly.
streamlining your manufacturing processes.
And one thing that's super cool about V1 is that it's structured like a menu with segments like Connect, Visualize, Proact,
Hmm.
and Command Center Cockpit. It's a really smart approach, giving you the flexibility to choose the features you need and integrate V1 at your own pace.
Yeah, that menu approach is great.
But today, we're zeroing in on the Visualize segment,
Right.
which is all about giving you a really clear understanding of your factory data.
Yeah, it's about empowering you with a crystal clear understanding of your factory data.
It's almost like having X-ray vision into your production line.
Precisely.
We're talking about real-time data on machine performance, downtime, even the progress of your job orders.
Hmm.
And it gets even more granular,
Oh, yeah.
allowing you to compare things like machine signals with downtime declarations.
It's game changing, that level of granularity.
All right, let's unpack Visualize, starting with data analytics. It
Yeah.
seems like the core of this segment is taking raw data and transforming it into something you can actually use, something actionable.
Absolutely. V1 takes all that raw data, all that messy factory data, and it turns it into these intuitive dashboards.
And what's really cool, you don't have to be a coding expert to customize them.
Not at all. They have a low code drag and drop
So
interface.
even I could create a dashboard.
Exactly.
Wow, that's impressive. But you mentioned machine learning earlier. How does that come into play with data analytics?
Well, that's where V1 really gets interesting. It utilizes machine learning to analyze trends in your data, and it can even create predictive models.
So you could actually see potential problems even before they happen,
Ex-
like a crystal ball for your factory.
You could think of it that way,
And it's not just about preventing downtime, right?
right?
Machine learning can help optimize the entire production process,
Exactly.
from predicting material shortages to identifying bottlenecks
Hmm.
to even suggesting ways to improve overall efficiency.
That's right.
So what kind of data are we talking about here? What are we actually visualizing?
So V1 provides a whole range of specialized dashboards. You've got your AXI, AOI, and SPSA dashboards, which stand for automated X-ray inspection, automated optical inspection, and automated solder paste inspection.
Right.
These give you real-time insights into those inspection processes, and then you can see your production output,
Okay.
machine utilization, even process variation over time.
Process variation is a big concern for manufacturers,
It is.
understanding that can really make a difference in quality control.
Absolutely. That's where the CPK analysis on the SPA dashboards comes in. CPK stands for Process Capability Index. Basically, it helps you see how well your processes are performing
Oh,
within those specified limits.
so if my CPK is high, things are good.
Exactly. It means your process is consistent, producing high quality products. But if the CPK dips below a certain level,
Okay.
yeah, then it signals a problem that needs attention. And V1 makes it really easy to spot those variations and
Right.
take action, before they become major issues.
It sounds like V1's Visualize segment is taking the guesswork out of data analysis,
Hmm.
giving manufacturers the power to make those data-driven decisions and
Absolutely.
ultimately optimize that whole production process.
Yeah, it's not just about reacting to problems, it's about anticipating those challenges
Right.
and addressing them proactively.
And that can save a ton of time, money, and headaches.
It really can.
So let's move on to asset optimization. I'm curious how V1 helps you get the most out of your machines, particularly those made by ViTrox,
Sure. So, one of the key features here is the intelligence control tower, which essentially acts as a command center for your entire production line.
like a central hub.
Yeah. And from there, you get this one view of all your operations.
One view sounds pretty interesting. What does that actually look like in practice?
Imagine this: you have a single screen, and it shows you the performance of all your machines. Key metrics like yield,
Okay.
first pass yield, and defects per million opportunities. You can track the progress of each job order and even spot potential bottlenecks in real time.
So you can see everything that's happening without having to run around the factory floor.
Exactly.
That's incredibly efficient.
It is, and it goes beyond just monitoring. The control tower also lets you take action. We
Really?
can actually fine tune machines remotely without even stopping the production line.
Wait, hold on. Remote fine tuning?
Yeah,
What did that involve?
it's quite impressive. Let's say you notice a dip in quality on one of your ViTrox machines. You can connect to that machine remotely through the control tower and make adjustments to the settings.
Wow. No need to physically go to the machine.
Nope.
That's
Well,
incredible.
and the control tower goes a step further. It actually calculates the potential impact of your adjustments.
Before you even implement them.
Exactly.
That's amazing. You can see how those changes might affect your production before you commit to anything.
It takes out a lot of the guesswork.
That's really smart,
And because V1 is constantly monitoring performance,
right?
you get immediate feedback on how effective your fine tuning is. You can see if your adjustments improved yield, reduced defects, or had any other positive impact on the line.
This is painting a very clear picture. V1's visualize segment really streamlines that whole optimization process.
It does.
All right, so we've covered the control tower and its role in monitoring and fine tuning. But what about preventative hardware maintenance? How does V1 help with that?
Well, that's where the status monitoring module comes in.
Okay,
It's like having a dedicated health monitor for all your machines.
checking their vital signs, making sure everything is running smoothly.
Exactly. V1 tracks the usage of each hardware module. Things like clampers, conveyors, even the air wash systems on your AOI machines.
Wow,
It sets thresholds for when maintenance is due, and it can send alerts when those thresholds are approaching.
that's huge for preventing downtime.
It really is. Imagine getting a notification that a clamper on one of your machines is nearing the end of its recommended service life.
Okay,
You could then schedule preventative maintenance during a planned downtime, avoiding a potential breakdown that could bring your whole line to a halt.
that's a really smart approach. So it's all about staying ahead of those potential problems.
Right, and V1's status monitoring helps you do just that. It gives you those insights to keep those machines running smoothly and efficiently.
Excellent.
It's really interesting how V1 addresses some of those big challenges that manufacturers face. We're talking about finding the time for fine tuning,
Yeah.
figuring out which methods work best, and even understanding what impact those tuning efforts will have.
It's like V1 takes the guesswork out of it all. You mentioned earlier that the intelligence control tower is a game changer for fine tuning. Could you walk me through how that works?
Sure. So imagine you're managing a whole fleet of machines. V1 analyzes the data from those machines and it calculates something called an impact percentage.
Impact percentage. Okay.
This basically tells you which machines or even which specific parts of those machines would benefit most from some fine tuning.
So you're focusing your efforts where they'll make the biggest difference.
Precisely. And here's where it gets really cool. V1 allows for automatic synchronization between its VTune software and the control tower.
VTune. Is that another part of V1?
Yeah, VTune is ViTrox's dedicated software for fine-tuning their inspection systems. It's like a powerful toolkit
Mm.
specifically designed for refining those inspection processes.
So how does this synchronization between VTune and the control tower work?
Okay, so think of it this way. You can make fine-tuning adjustments remotely from anywhere. You don't even have to touch the actual machine. The changes you make in VTune are instantly reflected in the control tower, and vice versa.
So no more running back and forth across the factory floor.
Exactly.
That saves a ton of time.
It does, and it allows for much faster response times too. Let's say you spot a problem on a machine. You can address it immediately from wherever you are, no waiting around.
Increased efficiency, reduced downtime, smoother production overall.
Absolutely. And because V1 is always monitoring,
Right.
you see the results of your fine tuning right away. Did your adjustments reduce the false call rate? Did they improve yield? All that information is right there in the dashboards.
That's fantastic. I was looking at the notes and I noticed that V1 version 4.0 introduced smart impact fine tuning. What's that all about?
Great question. So, this feature takes everything we've been talking about to the next level. It uses AI to actually recommend the best fine tuning strategies.
So it's like having an AI assistant guiding you toward optimal performance.
Exactly. And this has a huge impact on both the efficiency and the effectiveness of the fine tuning process. Remember, we talked about compassionate innovation earlier.
Yes, ViTrox's commitment to using technology to make things better.
Right. Well, smart impact fine tuning is a perfect example of that in action. It
Right.
not only improves machine performance, but it also reduces the workload on
Yeah.
engineers, makes their jobs more efficient, more effective, and hopefully more rewarding.
It really sounds like V1 is revolutionizing asset optimization.
It really is. Makes you wonder, as V1 continues to evolve, what other ways it might embrace compassionate innovation.
That's an interesting thought. Could V1 be used to train new engineers, passing down knowledge from experienced veterans?
Possibly.
Could it help create a more collaborative environment on the factory floor?
Maybe. But before we get too carried away with the future, let's bring it back to the present. We've talked a lot about the control tower, its role in fine tuning and asset optimization. But there's another important piece of Visualize we haven't discussed yet: job intelligence.
Right, job intelligence. This is where V1 helps you really understand and control your job distribution and production processes.
hmm
It's like a digital map of your entire factory.
One of the key features here is the production log section. It gives you a detailed breakdown of every step in your production process. You
Uh,
can see where each job is, how much time it's spending at each stage, and you can even pinpoint those bottlenecks that are slowing things down.
that level of detail is incredible.
And of course, Dymo plays a crucial role in job intelligence.
Dymo, the digital intelligence module,
Right. Dymo acts as a digital twin of your factory floor, connecting the virtual world of data with the physical reality of your production line.
and that allows for real-time production process tracking.
Exactly.
So tell me, how does Visualize enhance job intelligence? What features stand out to you?
Well, one of the things that sets V1 apart is its ability to classify the inputs of your production process.
Classify the input.
Yeah, think about all the materials, components, variables that go into manufacturing. V1 lets you categorize and track all those inputs, which means you can analyze downtime and IPQC data with incredible precision.
IPQC.
That's in process quality control.
Okay, I see how powerful this could be. Can you give me an example?
Sure, let's say you're seeing a recurring quality issue with a product. By analyzing the classified input data, you might discover that the issue only happens when using materials from a specific supplier or when a particular machine operator is on duty.
You can pinpoint the root cause.
Exactly, and then take targeted action to fix it. V1 also provides a lot of visualizations and reports to help you understand the relationships between inputs and outputs.
This is really impressive. V1's Visualize segment gives you the knowledge and the tools to optimize your entire production process.
That's right.
You can track performance, identify bottlenecks, fine-tune machines, even predict problems before they occur.
It's all about being proactive,
And it's all presented in a way that's easy to understand.
even for those who aren't data experts.
It truly feels like the future of manufacturing. Data-driven insights, accessible to everyone,
I agree.
empowering better decisions, better results.
And V1 is constantly evolving.
That's exciting.
New features and capabilities are always being added.
I'm really intrigued by that one view feature. Being able to see all those inspection results and component images from different stages of production all in one place, that seems really powerful.
It is. One view gives you that complete picture. You can connect the dots between different inspection points and uncover insights that you might not have seen otherwise. You can pinpoint quality issues, identify trends, and ultimately make better decisions about how to optimize your production.
And this ties back to that idea of V1 being a complete system, not just a collection of separate tools.
Exactly. It's a holistic solution, connecting data from different sources, analyzing it intelligently, and presenting it in a way that helps you make smarter decisions.
Like having a team of experts working behind the scenes.
Constantly monitoring and providing those insights.
And we can't forget about the human element.
Of course not.
V1 is designed with the people who work in manufacturing in mind.
Absolutely.
It's all about empowering people, not replacing them.
That's compassionate innovation.
Well, I think we've covered a lot today. We've really explored V1's Visualize segment, how it helps manufacturers understand their data, optimize their assets, and gain control over their production processes.
It's been a great discussion. I'm really excited to see what the future holds for V1 and for the manufacturing industry as a whole.
It feels like we're at the beginning of a new era in manufacturing,
Mm,
where data-driven insights are essential.
I agree. And V1 is leading the way.
To all those manufacturers out there looking to embrace Industry 4.0, we encourage you to check out V1, explore the ViTrox website, watch their videos on YouTube,
See how V1 can transform your operations.
and until next time, keep on diving deep.
This is a blank PCB ready to be manufactured.
It enters the assembly line and reaches the endpoint. You notice through the process some defects occurred. Now, you have to trace back manually to see what went wrong. ViTrox's smart manufacturing technology presents One View, the revolutionary feature integrated into V1 that leverages the Internet of Things to conduct seamless process monitoring. OneView provides closed-loop image traceability across our advanced 3D inspection solutions, which are the Advanced 3D Solder Paste Inspection, the Advanced 3D Optical Inspection, and the Advanced 3D X-ray Inspection. Through OneView's features, it allows operators during the pre-reflow AOI stage to view in real time 3D defect image view and defect image view, and specifically with the help of OneView, SPI image view in ViTrox's verification tool solution. Similarly, the post-reflow stage enables operators to trace back the defect image view and the 3D defect image view. With the help of OneView, operators can also examine the SPI image view and the pre-reflow AOI image view. Additionally, it allows operators to view during the AXI stage the defect image view, in addition to the previous SPI image view and pre- and post-reflow AOI image view with the help of OneView features. The V1 VDSPC allows operators to review inspection results and determine if further process control improvements are needed, which could involve retraining operators or fine-tuning machines. OneView offers several key values. It possesses automatic triggers for front process good or bad images, minimal impact on cycle time, real-time traceability, easy traceability of component images, side-by-side cross-reference analysis, and simplifying verification processes. With ViTrox's OneView, PCB manufacturers can ensure unparalleled efficiency and quality. For further inquiries, you may reach out to V1 Business Development Team